Hello, my cherished friend. Welcome back to Love and Life. I'm so glad you're here. Today, we're doing a special Q&A, and my heart just goes out to the dear soul who sent in this question. It's a question that holds so much vulnerability and so much pain, and I want to thank you for your courage in sharing it with us. After discovering my partner's infidelity, we broke up, but I took him back because of my deep love. Despite his seemingly unchanged care and attention, I constantly feel sad, tired, and lonely. What should I do now? My dear friend, thank you for being so honest. What you're feeling isn't random at all. In fact, those emotions are your heart's way of trying to tell you something incredibly important. Let's just sit for a moment and explore what each one is trying to say, because understanding these feelings is the very first step toward finding your peace. First, let's talk about that persistent sadness. This emotion stems from a profound fracture in the beautiful wholeness that once existed between you two. You're trying to continue with someone who has fundamentally hurt you, and because of that, a crucial layer of trust has been lost. So even if he seems to care for you more now, you can't truly feel at ease. There's always that lingering, unsettling fear hiding just beneath the surface, isn't there? You find yourself constantly wondering, will he deceive me again? In short, you're sad because a part of you knows you're trying to hold on to a relationship that, deep down, is no longer whole. And then there's the tiredness. You're not just normally tired, you're absolutely bone-deep, soul-level exhausted. This deep fatigue comes from the immense effort of forcing yourself to accept something that your heart is still processing. You might believe the only reason you got back together is purely because you love him so much, but that's not quite the full truth. The deeper reality is that you're likely experiencing a form of emotional dependency. This means you haven't yet found the inner strength to fully let go, and this very dependency is precisely what's draining your vital energy from within. In short, your mind knows you can't fully accept this, but your heart hasn't found its footing yet, and that internal struggle is why you're so very, very tired. And finally, that painful feeling of loneliness. This is the direct result of the core connection between you two being fundamentally broken. Though things may look fine on the surface, maybe you're going out, maybe you're laughing, inside you feel a constant strain. There's no longer the spontaneous joy and genuine, deep connection you once shared. You feel like you're standing on separate islands, shouting across the water. In short, you feel profoundly lonely within your own relationship because the two of you can no longer truly connect on that deeper, authentic level like before. Now you understand why you feel sad, tired, and lonely. All these difficult emotions you're experiencing stem from trying to cling to a relationship that has, for all intents and purposes, spoiled. It's a relationship that, deep down, you know is no longer truly whole or capable of bringing you genuine happiness. But even though you know this, you might not feel strong enough to let go, and so you endure these heavy, negative emotions. Let me ask you something. Let's think about this for a moment. What if you threw away a rotten apple because it was no longer good? But then, feeling a pang of regret, you picked it back up, dusted it off, and took a bite. As you're eating it, you might think, it's edible, but why does it taste and smell so odd? Wouldn't you immediately say, that's right, Casey, you're eating a rotten apple that you already threw away. If it's rotten by nature, of course it will taste and smell off. Do you see the parallel, my friend? All the strange, unsettling feelings you're experiencing are because you're trying to hold on to a relationship that is inherently spoiled. A man who lost feelings for you to the point of seeking out someone else, how can he truly come back and make everything good as before? I am so sorry to say this because I know it hurts, but that will never truly happen in the way your heart longs for. I want to help you see this truth clearly for your own healing. He might care for you a bit now, perhaps due to feelings of guilt or obligation, but it often doesn't stem from genuine, deep feelings of renewed love. You can verify this by gradually observing if he becomes indifferent to you again over time. He too might be forcing himself to maintain this relationship out of guilt or obligation, not true desire. So, what you need to do right now is simple, yet incredibly brave. Stop completely with him and return fully to your own beautiful life. The core issue is this: he no longer truly loves you in the way you deserve, and this relationship, in its current form, is beyond repair. He's not staying with you because his heart is fully in it. He's likely staying out of guilt, responsibility, or the comfort of old habits. Therefore, the best way forward is to create distance from him to find true peace for yourself. I know breaking up, especially when you're emotionally dependent, is incredibly difficult and painful. It feels like an immense loss. But sweet friend, if you continue trying to make this work while emotionally dependent, you'll only prolong your pain and delay your healing. In rare cases, when both hearts are truly ready for a profound change and a genuine rebuilding, a relationship might find a new path. However, if this feeling of disconnection and pain has lingered for a long time, it's a clear signal that this relationship is indeed beyond repair. The longer you cling to what cannot be fixed, the deeper your pain will become, making your healing process incredibly difficult. You deserve to invest your precious time and energy into something that can bring you true joy and growth, not into what is already broken. And after all this, here is the most important thing you need to realize. Have you ever gently asked yourself, why did someone who once loved me lose their feelings to the point of seeking out someone else? The reasons often come from these two fundamental areas for reflection. First, perhaps the beginning wasn't as solid as it seemed, or key boundaries were missing from the outset. Second, you may not yet know how to truly build deep feelings in a lasting way. This isn't a judgment, but rather a beautiful opportunity for personal growth and deeper understanding. My heart's deepest wish is to offer you a loving invitation to reflect and gently uncover a deeper truth for your own healing and empowerment. Perhaps what's happening is that you haven't yet discovered how to date in a way that truly honors your worth. And when we approach relationships with the right guidance, we often find ourselves feeling hurt, lonely even within partnerships, and struggling to build the joyful, lasting love we so deserve. Now, consider this. If you're lucky enough to finally let go of this man, but you still don't approach dating with new understanding, you'll likely repeat the same painful experiences with someone else. It's like changing the deck of cards, but if you keep playing with the same old strategies, you'll still lose the game. Think about it, my friend. Reflect on your dating patterns. Is there something there you need to acknowledge and gently improve for your next beautiful relationship? If this conversation resonated with you and you felt it was helpful, please take a moment to like this video. Your small action helps me reach more women who need to hear this message. And if you're ready for more guidance on your journey to healing and self-love, consider subscribing to our channel. Until next time, my dear friend, remember to nurture your beautiful heart. This is Casey from Love and Life.